Hello, I'm Mr. Ethan, and for today, for this week's activity, we're going to be making simple 2-ingredient slime. So for your 2-ingredient slime, I have here our 2 ingredients. I also have an optional 3rd ingredient. Our first mandatory one is cornstarch, and our second mandatory one is Elmer's school glue, or any kind of school glue you have on hand, but the kind I'll be giving out is this Elmer's. And our optional ingredient is food coloring. So what you're going to do is you're going to want something to mix in. I'm going to use this clear cup so you can kind of see better what's going on, but you're just going to want to put a whole bunch of your glue into your mixing apparatus, be it a bowl or, like I said, this cup, and you're going to have to squeeze out quite a bit, or as little as you want. You know, it depends on how much you actually want to make, but we're just going to get this squeezed out, and then we're going to mix it with the cornstarch. Yes. Just giving it a bit more squeeze, and we will. Okay, now as you can see, I've gotten it all squeezed out into this here cup, and now that we have our glue in there, we're gonna take our cornstarch and just start putting it in. We'll need a whole bunch, so you're just gonna, this is a teaspoon I'm using, but just gonna plop in a good. We'll put in 4 scoopfuls, and we're going to start mixing. Now you might need to make some adjustments here and there to make sure everything is in order, or to get the consistency you want, because you can play around with consistency with your slime, but as you can see, we are getting there. We got it a bit like this. Now mine's a bit sticky still, so we're going to add more cornstarch. Now you're going to want to add more cornstarch than you do glue, so you can tamper down on the stickiness, unless you want your slime to be more sticky, but you'll want to put down some paper towels or a tablecloth or something, because you don't want to make a mess. But we're just going to give it a go. Starts to look a little bit fluffy. Mine is, at least. We're just working it until we get a good consistency. So mine's looking like this now, but we're gonna hit it with some food coloring, and we're just gonna work that in next to give it some color. Now I'm using red, but we've got different colors we're giving out, and you gotta really work it. It kind of becomes difficult. You might need to use your fingers a bit. But yes, we're just gonna work this in and see what the final result looks like. Okay, I've done some mixing, and my final slime is pretty thick. It looks like this. This is what it's looking like, at least for me. But yours may look a little bit different. You can play around with the texture and the consistency. Mine looks a lot like taffy, actually, because I used that red food coloring, but it kind of turned everything pink. But you can play around with the texture and consistency and stickiness by changing your ratios of cornstarch to glue. I hope you've enjoyed this activity. It was a lot of fun making it, and be sure to stop by and pick up your packet to make your own slime. And also, do not forget to register for our pumpkin painting program in person. You do that on the library calendar. That is at 6:30 in the evening on the 21st. So you still have a few days to get to it. It's on a Thursday. But if you can't make it to that, pumpkins will be available for at-home pumpkin painting starting on Monday the 25th. That will be our virtual program. Thank you once again, and I hope you have a wonderful day.